Ross Ulbricht is serving a double life sentence without parole for all nonviolent charges for creating a website. Please help free this peaceful man. Go to freeross.org and sign and share the petition.
Hey everybody, Cotton here. I'm just here to say that this is our first live show. We opened it up to people in the Discord, and anybody and everybody could join in. And we had some cool conversations, some very offensive conversations, and I should say that we recorded for about 4.5 hours. The latter, like 3.5 hours of that is damn near unusable. So it'll probably be some time before we post it, but it'll be fun. It's the long lost episode, so get excited. The other thing is, please join our Discord. It's a great time, some great people on there, and we have some good, funny, dumb conversations. So please join and enjoy the show. Howdy, howdy. Howdy, howdy.
What's going on?
Hey.
You got some mariachi music playing in the background?
No, there's Modest Mouse playing in the background, but that'll stop.
What's up, man?
What's going on, dude?
Not much. I'm opening a Guinness, which spelled disaster for me last time. Last time we recorded.
Nice. I've got some Yingling and a flask of moonshine. I don't know if that's acceptable.
Oh, yeah, it is.
So you want to introduce yourself to everyone?
I am Gonzo.
All right, right on.
Yeah.
I don't think we've ever been in VC together, voice chat.
No, we haven't.
Never with the Gonzo. Did you invent Gonzo journalism?
I did not. I wish I did.
Damn.
But my hero did.
Who's your hero?
I did, however, invent Gonzo porn.
Oh, okay. So like voyeurism and all that kind of type stuff?
Well, it's more of a viewpoint sort of thing, isn't it?
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
Voyeurism, I forget. Oh man, there's voyeurism and sadism and masochism, and like I know that exhibitionism, there's that.
No, Gonzo is a viewpoint. It goes back to the idea of Gonzo journalism, which is if you haven't done it, you don't get to write about it.
Yeah.
Like, Hunter S. Thompson developed it, and it started when he rode with the Hells Angels to write a book about them. Rather than just interview them, he rode with them for a couple years, ended up getting just stomped fucking senseless by them for writing the book that he wrote. But that's Gonzo, man. If you're not there, you don't get to talk about it. So,
yeah.
That's
see, I don't know why, but that's a much more elevated idea than I initially thought Gonzo journalism was, because I thought it was like basically being an ass to get a good story.
Well, I mean, it may have morphed into that, but when you actually read Hunter, he went on, like, he didn't just talk about politics. He went on the campaign trail for the entire time and wrote about the experiences that he found. It wasn't so detached. You make yourself part of the story, and that's what kind of makes it authentic. And that's kind of why I adopted the name, because you can say you know all sorts of things, but until you've actually immersed yourself and lived it, you don't know shit. Knowledge without mileage equals bullshit. And that's kind of the philosophy, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. That's pretty cool. It's not like... I love these pictures where they show collections of journalist profile pictures on Twitter. And it'll either be like a really skinny dude that looks hairless, a really overweight guy with a beard, but looks harmless. You know, he just completely non-threatening, or like a short-haired woman wearing a scarf.
Very diverse.
and like y'all really have gotten into the nitty-gritty, and y'all are at such an experience level where you can tell me that it's wrong to, I don't know, like drink beer to perpetuate the evil masculine patriarchic ideal of whatever, blah blah blah. Yeah, right. Okay, I get it.
Shit, that's part of why I drink.
Yeah. Why don't you introduce yourself, man?
All right. I am a narco-mustachist. Actually, I haven't said that name out loud. But, yeah, it seemed like a good idea at the time.
Not as good as Cotnarchist.
Maybe not. I do have the mustache, though. I don't know how much cotton you have.
Oh, I got a fair bit, you know.
So it's a full mustache, right? Not some pedophile looking mustache.
Oh no! Those fucking people ruined the mustache. I'm taking it back. I'm reclaiming it.
All right.
And the village people, they ruined the mustache too.
Yeah, they had style though. Can't really say that about pedophiles.
Yeah, that's definitely true. So you have like a what's his name? God, he was in Deadwood. The actor. Never mind. God.
I think I know who you're talking about, but I can't think of his name.
Okay.
Are we talking about like Tom Selleck?
No. Well, I guess that would work.
I had the Selleck for a while. It's gone a little bit longer than the Selleck.
That's pretty awesome. You answered my question, but I'm still gonna have to. Whenever I find it, I'm still gonna have to say this guy's name because I'll drive myself crazy if I. Sam Elliott. I was gonna ask you if you had a Sam Elliott.
Sam Elliott.
Oh yeah, Sam Elliott.
Sam Elliott.
Not quite. I did at one point.
Uh-huh.
I did at one point. I had to trim it down, but it's getting there again.
Yeah, if I grew a mustache, it'd be like a Frenchman's mustache. It wouldn't really do very good. Wouldn't look very good.
I think every man should grow a mustache at least once in their life, just to see what it's like.
Well, I've not shaved for like a month and a half before, and I think that gave me a pretty good idea of what I'm working with. And I don't think a mustache or a beard, definitely not a beard. My problem is my hair is dirty blonde. So I have hair on my cheeks, right? So I could grow a beard, but the problem is the hair on my cheeks are blonde. So when I have a beard, I just look like I have like a atheist gamer beard. You know, I don't look like I have an actual beard.
Well, you just got to grow it out, you know?
I guess.
Way out.
And then the other problem is my like half... Go ahead.
I have not shaved in 3 years.
Whoa.
And
nice.
That's how you learn if you can grow a beard or not, man. It's ridiculous. It's got to be a foot long.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
Do you have a beard, Liberty Zero?
Yeah, and I have a beard right now, but I used to have like a pretty decent, it's probably like 10 inches.
Wow.
Long, yeah. Maybe not 10, but it was pretty substantial. The only problem was like
fleas.
Yeah. Yeah. No. No. Yeah. The problem was that it didn't want to, like, it wanted to curl, like, in the wrong spot and stuff like that, and it was just kind of a pain.
So you were gelling your beard?
Dude, I had to oil that thing all the time.
See, I don't want to do that. I don't want to have to manicure it at all. I mean, like, I
Yeah.
guess shave my neck a little bit is probably the most I'll do, and trim it up if it gets too long, but that's it. I don't want to have to do the oils and the gels and the little, manicuring thing that, gets it off my cheeks just symmetrically. I mean, I don't want to do any of that. That's too much.
Cotton, I don't think I've ever heard a beard described in a more feminine way than that.
Well, okay. See, I'm not saying that that's the right way to do it, but I'm saying that, like, if you see an actor or something, I mean, like, their beard is incredibly manicured, and I'm like, that's not manly. Like, you're spitting in the face of beards right there. You got to look like Jeremiah Johnson.
That's correct.
You can't look like Pierre from Paris.
It's not supposed to look like it was painted on.
One at a time, please. Okay, cool.
No, yeah, I when I grew mine out, for the longest time I just didn't do anything with it, and I also grew my hair out at the same time, and then finally it just got to be way too much.
You know, you were rocking like a Jim Morrison look, huh?
Well, yeah.
But do you have people thinking you were a biker? I used to get that because I used to have really long hair and kind of big goatee. I used to wear bandanas to keep my hair out of my face.
my hair didn't get all that long, but like it was just, basically like a big mop of hair. Just kind of, I don't know, it was at least like 4 or 5 inches, long at that point. And yeah, I eventually had to cut it down and start looking respectable.
Damn, that sucks.
And then, like, probably, I guess, a week after I met my fiance for the first time is when I actually trimmed it all up.
And that helped?
Well, you got to be respectable.
Well, yeah, that's what I was going for.
It looks like we lost Mustache Archist.
Yeah, he's off my screen too.
So we're gonna get.
Looks like we got Liberty 1.
Who is okay?
Which
one
Moose.
is that?
That's Moose.
Okay, I'm gonna explain this a little bit. So we've been active on the Burning Boots Discord. Shout out to Burning Boots, and Derek on Burning Boots got a ton of people to join our Discord. And there's different people like Moose, Fox, and Rooster, right? And so eventually, okay, all right, I get it. Eventually, everybody was ganging up on me, right? And there was, let's see, Nylon Archist. Fox is still Nylon Archist. There was Polyester Archist, which was Rooster. And then I forget which one.
Wool Archist.
Wool Archist, right? Wool Archist. So now, and it's about damn time too. They've changed their all except Fox. They've changed their names to names mocking Liberty 0. So there's Liberty 1 and Liberty 69. So
I'm gonna be Liberty 420, man.
Do it.
Ew. I'll support that.
I mean, yeah, you kind of have to.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if you're anarchist, then sure.
I mean, 69's taken, so I'm left with one logical choice.
Wait, dude, you gotta grab it while it's still available.
I mean, you can do Liberty 666.
That's true.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
It's funny how there are an infinite amount of numbers, but there's actually like only 6, you know? There's 4 and 9.
Well,
and no, I guess there's only 5. There's 4 and 9 and 666. Oh, and 69. So there's only like 7 numbers.
That depends on if you're the Fed and if the money printer is currently going brrr or not.
I bought on Liberty mugs. They had a they made a mug with that meme of the Fed guy rolling the money maker, and the chart is kind of jumping around, keeping it from dipping again. And I bought that mug today. I probably shouldn't have, but I did.
I had to fight myself because I was on Vermin Supreme's site today, and I saw a bunch of shit that I thought was absolutely hilarious. But as much as I love Vermin, I haven't participated in federal politics in 16 years, and it made it that like, am I ready to break that fucking streak for Vermin? I don't know, man.
So
I don't know.
I haven't said this publicly, but my state's libertarian convention is happening really close to me. And not many people are we are expecting very few people to turn up. So what me and a few people are going to do is, and by a few, I mean like 10, we're going to come up and try to fill in like 90% of the delegates. We're going to try to take over the state effectively. And, I'm excited about it, but the only problem is all the virus stuff. Like, I don't know what that's going to mean. If they're going to have it at a hotel, and if the hotel says, no, you can't have it here, it'll probably happen in the parking lot. And then my only worry there is like police coming and breaking it up. And then the other thing I'm worried about is like the president of the state party being a cuck and saying, oh, we're going to cancel it. You're going to have to, I don't know what they do at that point, but
live stream it, boys. Get that shit on record.
Yeah.
And everything else is streamed nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
I need like a on my plate carrier. I need to clip on my phone and record like a Grand Thumb.
Yeah, man, I say you do it because so the cops break it up. Make sure that they're behaving properly. Police your local local uniform tyrants. Make sure they're on point.
Well, one of our senators today, I think he's a senator. He might be a representative, but his name is Bill Cassidy. He was on Fox News this morning, and somebody asked him about the possibility. No, I'm sorry. That was a different senator. But Cassidy was on Fox News this morning. Obviously, he was praising Trump because he's a Republican, and talking about how great the stimulus bill is, blah, blah, blah. And I'm forgetting exactly what he said. I sent it in the thing. Oh, okay, here it is. He said that the government should create a registry of sick and healthy people. He didn't exactly say sick people, but he said exactly what he said was that the government should create a registry of people that have recovered from the virus. And I mean, that means that there would also be a registry of people that are sick, because they would have to keep an eye on them to see if they got healthy, or prove that they had the virus and they got healthy. But it's scary as shit.
Yeah, I can't imagine how that could possibly be misused or go badly.
No, you gotta stay off
nothing to see here,
man. Dude, look, this is like the bad flu. So the question to consider here is, if this is like every other year, but maybe, 25% worse, why is the response 1,000% more than what we've ever seen? What moves are they making that we're not seeing? This isn't about a new, more potent strain of flu. This is about big fucking question mark.
Yeah. And like it's bad enough what you are seeing, and then, what you're not seeing is just, unimaginable, right?
Like whatever China is saying the death toll is, or whatever, you can probably at least triple or quadruple that.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like I keep hearing, because I'm with my parents right now, and they watch the local news and Fox News. They keep Fox News on a lot, and all I keep hearing is they keep talking about how China has barely any cases at all, or zero. And I keep saying, why are they trusting the numbers coming out of China? That makes no sense. And at least my parents are with me on that. But I mean,
because China's known for being honest about their numbers and what's going on. So we should believe these ones for sure.
Yeah.
Nobody disappears in China.
Yeah. Did y'all see the thing where I forget the provinces, but one province and their police were protesting another province's police, and I mean it was a full-fledged riot. Like they were beating up police with riot shields and like flipping over cop cars. That's awesome.
I saw that. The one dude was giving them fucking hell. He took one of their riot shields and was just beating the shit out of them. I fucking loved it.
I saw that. That was great.
Yeah, fucking Jared Mongoose Actual got he was moister than an oyster. That shit made me chuckle for a solid 2 minutes.
Pretty based.
It's great. What? Okay, so here in America we have the term you got to water the tree of liberty every now and again. What would be the Chinese
with the blood of patriots?
Yeah. What would be the Chinese variant to that saying?
It's been a minute since they've had liberty,
Yeah.
All right, I got you, Cotton. You have to lubricate the factories with the tears of small children.
Oh. That's brutal.
I would think that you had to dip the chicken feet into the oil of patriots. Because they eat chicken feet over there.
They also eat bats.
From what I've heard, they're eating bats these days.
Have y'all watched the show An Idiot Abroad?
Yeah.
Oh, it's great. And they sent this guy who's like, he's an idiot, but he also just like, he's one of these people that, like, why would he leave, within a 10-block radius of his house? There's no need. And then they send him all over the world. And I think on the first episode, they sent him to China. And the scene where he had to eat is hilarious. Because, like, he's sitting there, what is that? What is that? I can't recognize what that is. I don't want to put that in my mouth. And they're, like, eating raw chicken feet as an appetizer. Oh, it's hilarious. Like, they're just chewing on the chicken claws and everything. Oh.
I can't imagine that. That's weird.
And this is why we can't have nice things. Right here.
Right.
I know.
Have any of you actually eaten chicken feet?
No. But I live in Louisiana, and they sell it. Like, I can get it at a grocery store here. I see it often. Pickled chicken feet.
I've had it once. One of the guys I work with is a little old Filipino guy. He brings in food to share with people all the time, and he just brings in a bag of like chicken feet that he and his wife had cooked. Actually, didn't taste half bad. Only real problem is they're like, I mean, you've seen chicken feet. There isn't very much meat on them.
You just like chew on it,
most
right?
of its little bones.
You just kind of chew on it for a while.
Kind of just chew on it, spit out the little bones, like sunflower seeds.
I had a friend in middle school who was a real coon ass, and he brought in a turkey claw one day to school, and he would pull on one of the tendons that would lift the claw up, and he'd chase girls around with it, pulling on the tendon.
That's awesome.
Welcome to small town Louisiana. It's great.
Fuck yes, man.
No, it was awesome. I mean, I'm so glad I got to see stuff like that. I also got to see horses being castrated. I mean, it was like that was tough to watch, at the tender age of 11 or however old I was. But I'm damn glad I saw it. I'm glad I lived that life.
There's something to be said for spending some time in the country and learning some skills that the more progressive parts of the country have forgotten.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'll stand everyone in good stead that has learned it.
Yeah, there's a man, I think he's dead now, but his name was Eric Sloan, and he wrote all these books about old tools. Like he would explain what some old tool was used for in colonial America, and he was also an artist, so he'd do these artist renditions of these tools, and they're really useful books. Like they're not only are they cool and are they history, but they're useful because I do a bit of woodworking, and whenever I get into it, I'm always perusing his books, trying to learn something that helps. It's great.
See, I'm a machinist by trade.
Oh, dude, no way. So am I.
Well, fucking A, dude. When you dig into the Machinist Bible, like you can get online and you can find all the information you need, speeds and feeds and whatnot. But when you get into the books, you learn, like, hold on, I can use lard as a fucking lubricant. The internet doesn't really clue you into that. You've got to get into the old-timey knowledge to learn things. And, like, some crusty old machinists have taught me more than I learned in, trade school, period. Like, no, you're doing it all wrong. But they have a fucking point, man. And that knowledge is what's important. And that's what we're losing currently. If it's not on YouTube, then it doesn't fucking exist. There's a lot of knowledge being lost. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like you don't get... No, go ahead.
No, yeah, I was just going to say, like, I know that, I work on CNC machines. I don't run any manual machines, but yeah, like if for some reason we had to go back to that because whatever EMP,
right?
Whatever the power grid is compromised, like I would have no idea, what to do, and we'd be calling in
I'm a
retired
manual
guys.
machinist.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I learned manual machinist, and then I was halfway through CNC and happened to get incarcerated because shit happens. And so yeah, I'm a manual machinist. But it's all right. It stands me in good stead, man. I build robots, so it's good enough.
Yeah. Well, and from what I understand, like you can do some stuff on manual machines a lot easier than trying to do it on a CNC.
Oh, it's about the feel, man. You're never going to crash your manual mill. You know what I mean? It's akin to woodworking in that you've got to feel what you're doing, if that makes any sense. And I mean, and there's the fact, like when you're running a Haas, I can run CNC mills, but I don't program them. when you're running a Haas, everything's all away from you and in a cabinet, and it's beautiful. But when you're standing in front of a mill or a lathe, that motherfucker is trying to kill you every minute that it's on. Like, it is not your friend. It wants to grab your hand and just deglove your arm, or grab your beard and flop you around like a fucking rag doll. And you know, when you're dealing with that before you've had your coffee, it's a different level of going to work. You know,
I'll wake you up.
The scariest videos are those industrial accident videos where someone gets caught on a spinning.
Oh God.
And it's just I'm not even gonna go into just how awful it is, but
everybody's talking about guillotines these days. You know, let's get some guillotines together. It costs $1,200. You can do it with your Trump bucks. That's right. Cool, man. But how about an old school engine lathe? Let me tell you about that.
Good night.
Guillotine's fucking painless comparatively.
Well, I think if a lot of us pool our Trump bucks together, we can buy a wood chipper, at least one. You know, we might be able to buy a fleet of wood chippers.
What does a wood chipper
go
for?
All the fucking pedophiles, dude. The fucking pedophiles on Twitter for the last 24 hours.
Oh yeah, what the?
Oh Jesus, Harold Christ!
It's insane.
Helicopter rides into wood chippers. That's all I'm saying. We got to get our drop points right, boys. Straight into the wood chipper, feet first.
I'm looking up how much a wood chipper costs. Okay. Let's see here. You can get a relatively small one for like $800.
But you got to get a bigger one though.
Yeah, but I mean,
you want
like,
industrial
think about
sized.
No,
but yeah,
no, we can do it.
One leg at a time.
Do it one leg at a time, man.
Yeah.
One leg at a time.
If it jams, it jams, right?
Website. On the Home Depot website right now, we can probably, depends on how many you want to throw in at once.
I think
I think you want to do it one at a time. You know,
well,
like let them relish the moment.
Okay, so
I'm saying one leg at a time, guys. One leg.
Well, okay, if we have like 3 wood chippers, you know, think of the compounded sensory overload that would cost for the people in line to be put into the wood chipper. Not to mention the noise, and I mean, I think 3 is a good number, 3 at a time.
I think you're thinking too big, Cotton. I think we need to drag it out, man.
Yeah,
one at a time, one leg at a time. Let them all watch it.
He has a point.
Yeah, but I mean, like, if you have 3, that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to do like the entire, like, I mean, one of those giant wood chippers like in Fargo. I mean, you can still do it one leg at a time, but I think the sensory overload would add to the impact for the people waiting.
I mean, you know, the anarchist way to handle this would be we can set our operations up next to each other.
Yeah.
We can let the same crowd watch. We can see who's more traumatized at the end. There's plenty of pedophiles. I mean, all you have to do is look at the government in Hollywood. We've got all the pedophiles we need. We can do market research on this, Cotton. We can come back with an answer for the people.
I think we need to change
the self-regulating market.
I think we need to change the subject. It's a scary time right now.
I love it. I love it that like with ANCAPs, we're always accused of being the pedophiles of the, you know, anarchist world, but it's like, here we are, we got 4 guys and we're all like discussing the best way to shove pedophiles through wood chippers, you know? It's like
it's fucking ridiculous, man. I mean, there's an arbitrary age And I feel like we've all agreed that that's at least 18. For myself, it's higher than that. But at least 18, man. Come on. This is basic shit. There's no need to have a debate.
Yeah. Like, I listened to, I forget who it was, but it's a libertarian presidential candidate who was on Burning Boots. And he's known as, like, the pedophile guy because he has a very nuanced opinion about this.
Arvin Vora?
Yeah, that's it. And I mean, he was explaining what he thought about consent and everything. And I was thinking, dude, in Ancapistan, nobody would live in your area. It was so convoluted. And I mean, like, I think it's probably good to have an age, right? But like, it was crazy because he was like going into mental age, and I get it. Like, that makes sense to have that in the discussion, but I mean, it's just so incredibly broad that I don't ever see
if
that.
If you're going to entertain a quote unquote mental age, at that point you would have to be willing to. The problem with that is that people reach emotional maturity at different ages than, you know, you might meet a 25-year-old that's fucking autistic and is like a 13-year-old. You know, this goes back to the whole idea of, well, I'm whatever gender I say I am. No, you're the gender you were born with, and you were the age since you were born. You know, we need some concrete data points to operate off of. You were born what date? You were born with XX or XY chromosome. Okay. Now we've got basic data points to work off of. It's real simple.
Well, you know, I hate to ruin your argument there, but it takes 3 data points to run a successful statistical test. So are you saying the right age of consent law is 3?
Okay, so add IQ.
So you're saying a minimum IQ of 3 is acceptable?
No, I just pulled that out of my ass to be difficult, but it seems like it's valid. I mean, fuck, if you've got 120 IQ and you're 18, and I mean, whatever, the gender, that's what you're into. But, I mean, fuck, man, there's got to be, we have to have a reasonable platform to discuss things from. And at no point does pedophilia or, you know, pederasty enter that fucking argument. Kids are fucking kids, and they are meant to be protected. And motherfucker, if you want yeeted, fuck around and find out.
Yeah.
The argument stops at my kids. That's how I feel. I wish I could be more philosophical, man. But I've got kids of my own, and I'm not here to protect anybody but my own, if that makes sense.
We just had Liberty One join. How's it going, man?
Not too bad. How about yourself?
We're doing good. We're talking about pedophilia and consent and
wood chippers.
Yay!
And wood chippers.
Well, that's good, because I came on here tonight to talk about the transitional zone. When you order a pizza that's got 2 halves that have different ingredients, you've always got that 1 to 2 slice zone that's like a third type of pizza, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like that's one of the biggest issues plaguing our country right now, and it needs to be brought to light. We need to talk about this.
Cut the pizza in half before you put the toppings on it. Problem solved.
This guy just figured it out. Shit. All right, next topic.
That was solved quickly.
I have a question. What toppings are they?
There was half pepperoni, mushroom, and olive, and half Hawaiian. So it's not necessarily two pizzas that you should be trying to just join together like that.
Okay. All right, I'm on your
side.
No, keep
where you
your
get
olives
like
away.
pepperonis, but then a fucking piece of pineapple, like some kind of commie bullshit.
Yeah, okay, I'm on your side. I wasn't when I asked the question, but I'm on your side now.
I've never had the pineapple.
I've never had Hawaiian pizza.
It's disgusting.
It sounds it.
Cotton, have you shot an AK yet?
No, I haven't. Okay, okay, wait. Wait. I have somebody I know that owns one, and I had it lined up to shoot. But then coronavirus happened. And I mean,
so what?
Listen, this person's a 2-hour drive away, and they closed part of the interstate because they're trying to stop people from doing exactly what I was going to do and going to the city I was going to go to.
Did you hear the National Guard?
Fucking interstates down there?
Wait, that's what? What did you just ask?
I asked if you just said that you have closed interstates.
There was a section of I-49 that was closed.
Huh.
And there are a decent amount of cops in the surrounding areas.
No, see, up in Ohio, it's like fucking cockroaches when you turn the light on, man. Those motherfuckers have disappeared.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I heard a bunch of them were catching COVID.
Well, I mean, good on them, but I still haven't seen them.
Well, because I said this in our last episode. I don't know if you heard me because my mic was so bad. But here in Louisiana, people are reacting as if it were a hurricane. So everyone's out. Like the roads are completely congested. The grocery stores are full, at least in where I've been. And I mean, it's crazy. It's very odd.
Well, so I really need an AK.
Yeah. Okay, wait.
I feel like
Go ahead, Gonzo.
I feel like you should 3D print yourself an AK. I mean, improvise, adapt, and overcome, Cotton. I'm tired of these excuses.
Okay,
but
so that leads me into the question I have. I want y'all to give me a leak-proof argument for why the AK is better than the AR.
I won't, because I disagree with both of those. My choice would be an AUG A1 because it's the most ergonomic rifle I've ever held. And yeah, I mean, I posted it all over the Discord, man. That's
I've seen it.
Camp.
But
AUG A1, that's where I live at.
What ammunition does that shoot?
5.56, buddy.
Oh, okay, all right, fair enough. Because I mean, like I've shot rifles I've liked a lot
just
more than AR, but yeah.
And I mean, if you're gonna force me into an AR platform, I'm gonna say fuck your AR-15. I'd rather have an AR-10 because the AUG is the superior 5.56 round, so I don't need it.
I'm just going to put a scope on my revolver and call it good.
Fucking A, dude. 357 will do the job of everything.
44 Magnum. I have a Ruger Super Red Hawk 44 Magnum with the 9.5-inch barrel and scope rings.
Well, fuck yeah, dude.
That'll take care of anything.
Oh, it's so fun to shoot, dude.
What can you shoot the quickest and get back on target with? You know, I'm not interested in the hardware. What do you operate well with?
Hell yeah, dude. That's why the 1911 is so great, man.
Oh,
2 world wars.
2 world wars, man.
Joe Biden says all you need is a shotgun, and if Joe Biden says it, then that's all I need to hear. All right?
That motherfucker says I need an AR-14, and I can't find one.
Does Joe Biden remember saying that about the shotgun?
He doesn't remember smelling half the fucking girls he's smelled in the past 50 years. It doesn't change the fact he said it.
But even if it's only half, that's still a lot. Like, he remembers smelling, 86 girls. I mean,
until he fucked around and smelled Michelle Obama and realized she was a dude.
Oh yeah, man.
Fuck around and find out. He did.
Found out more than he wanted to know.
Wait, that's when he got dementia because he was trying to block it out of his memory.
It blew his fucking mind, Todd. It's all over for old Joe these days.
Do y'all think he's going to be the president now? If the economy keeps up this way?
He'll be the nominee. I doubt he'll actually win the election, though.
There's also the possibility that, people are just outraged by the fact that they're putting this old guy out there and they're going to replace him with someone,
Yeah.
After maybe he selects a vice president.
Is Hillary being that. Because then it's just one more to the Clinton body count and Hillary's gotten what she's wanted all along. Dun, dun, dun.
Well, he is selecting a woman, right? So...
Oh man, what if it was Michelle Obama?
I've heard that from a lot of people, by the way.
She's not a woman.
My dark horse candidate is Stacey Abrams. I think it's a real possibility.
The intersectionality vote makes that possible.
Mm-hmm.
But how much of the population is that? Like you get not that much.
Well, in real life or in Twitter land?
In real life.
They're a small part of the population, but they screech the loudest. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, they make a lot of fucking noise. They really do.
And then you can count on most Democrats to just vote straight.
They're going to vote blue because that's all they know how to do. They don't know how to think, reason, or come up with a logical argument. They screech loudly and do what they're told. They're sheep.
Yeah.
I mean, and I'm not just shitting on Democrats. I'm shitting on pretty much anybody that votes for a party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't voted in 16 years. I voted when I was 18 years old because I was 18 and fucking dumb. And then I realized what that meant and that free men don't choose masters. So anybody that's willing to choose their own master, I mean, you can kind of judge the caliber of human they are based on that. You have not reached higher thinking yet. You're still in herd mentality. You could feel bad for these people, but I mean, fuck, man. Their choices are kind of what's shaping the future for our children. And there comes a point where you have to wonder if the herd is smart enough to make those choices. So that's all.
Yeah, I think this is a good time to split it off, and we can stop recording now, and then after this it'll be the second episode. And listen to the second episode if you want to hear this bombshell I'm about to drop, and hear who I voted for president. The only time I've ever voted for president. So tune in next time.
You voted?
Yeah, I'll tell the story. I'll tell the story next time.
He voted for Obama.
No, okay, wait. I'll tell the story next time. So please tune into the next episode. Okay.